Excuse me. Kind of hoping I got this audio situation kind of figured out. Kind of been dealing with it for a few weeks now. It's kind of harder than I thought. But I kind of wanna man, today a tough day. After a loss, still gotta seek the win. So I want to start by saying again, I want to send my condolences out to Hood Fame Ronnie and his family. May God be with you. You are truly in my prayers. 'Cause I can only imagine what y'all going through right now. A few years back, uh, my family faced a situation like that. But it wasn't because of a decision that someone made. It was because of a decision that God had in store. And even though we all knew that it was doomed, God's will, it still broke my family up. So when you think about how one situation can tilt the moments of life in a moment's notice, one momentary thing you make can change everything that you go through. And this week been a tough week, but yesterday was an unexpected day. I'm gonna say unexpected because of the growth here in Dallas, and I see it. Excuse me. Because of the growth here in Dallas, and I see it. It has built my confidence. It has once again reawakened me at an older age now. You kind of feel like you get older, get a kind. It gets harder to take on newer things. You be more so set in your ways, confident that the decision and the choices that I have made will be what doom me to be successful. And it's not always the case. And sadly, in this essence of how an unfortunate situation was, it's kind of displayed in my eyes. Uh, and when I say in my eyes, I'm saying for my city. And it doesn't matter if you don't agree with me with saying this is my city. I live here too. I I am very passionate about the things that go on here, and that is something hard. That is Cowboy fan. That is Maverick fan. And I love my people in general. You from Dallas, it don't matter what side you from. As long as you from the D, I'm gonna ride with you. That's what motion boys do. But something I wanted all of us to do today was kind of reflect back on accountability. Accountability and ownership. Because those are the things that I did not see yesterday from my city and circumstances, certain situations yesterday when I was on social media or even televised here on the news. Uh, with the influence that the young black male is having in our society here in Dallas, the forthcoming, the welcoming, the passing of the torch, so to speak, shouldn't be so reluctant. knowing we had it hard, the way we had to do some of the things we had to do, and you can provide a brother with maybe a gift or a talent that's a little bit better than yours. And even if it's not better than yours where you were in your prime, don't stop his shine. It's accountability. And in holding yourself accountable, you're doomed to pass the torch. You cannot reign forever. And who would want to celebrate that long by themselves? That's the biggest thing I want to point out that I want my city to focus on. Because that's a big thing with me. And I'm big on influence. I'm big on passing on knowledge. I'm big on those that I encounter that I leave a great impression on. I'm big on embarking on the unfamiliar things. Some call it dare to be doomed in their eyes. But that's just me not putting effort, which is the topic I also want to touch on today too. That I have to see my city has to do. Those two things yesterday were so important that now I have to be honest with this situation also too, because I don't mean any disrespect, and I also want to point that out. That's my first thing I want to point out is that I definitely don't mean any disrespect at all, and I don't want it to be taken the wrong way when I do say this. And majority of this is to the family because they the ones that have lost something. They're the ones that have to try to continue to go on. You know, when you're a part of something and you build something and you grow it, it becomes more than just a building, an influx, and a monument for some people, a trophy. It becomes your legacy. It becomes the stones that will be laid down after you leave. A lot of names that we see when we go down on the Hollywood Boulevard, some of them don't deserve to be there. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. You have your right to feel how you feel. But a grain of dirt in a clean glass of water, that clean glass is now tainted. One blemish on your legacy, and it will be tainted. But when your legacy isn't upheld, to me, to citywide, like a citywide respect, to really take account that we not only lost someone that young black men were following, not also lost someone who is a father, a son, a brother, a caregiver. He might not be important to you, but he's important to somebody, and that's important enough. We have to stop leaning against each other. Stop leaning on each other and help hold each other up. Because you can lean on me, but you don't even know if I'm strong enough. I mean, if I'm willing to hold the weight for you, it should tell you about how much confidence I have in what I'm capable of doing. Because to take on weight that you don't know that you can bear says a lot about someone's confidence. So there's two rappers here recently that have the way that they affected me hit so different because it was more so I could relate to them. You know, I could relate, like really, really relate. Number one, Young Dolph, uh, I didn't give him the credibility that he was should have been given because it's about your legacy. Because I couldn't agree with all of the music that he put out, but I mean some great songs too. He had some great songs. And you know what I learned about his music? Well, I'm learning about the new wave, but this is I was actually in prison, which is why it was like I didn't get to see his come up, so it was out of my, you know, I didn't have an insight of it. I'm just reading lyrics without a beat, so you know what I mean. You just the words didn't they weren't matching. But once I got out and I was able to hear him, great music, great delivery, one of the best entertainers I have ever seen when you want to talk about grabbing a crowd of people with your voice, being able to give somebody confidence on the words that you deliver. And when the confidence spills over into growth and knowledge, it then builds a legacy. When those words that you then rapped about, I don't care about the hard words, because you gotta take that action after. The words you rap about is a part of your life. The ones that really mean something that speak truth. Take all the gangsta out of it. If you really that good at your craft, perfect it without drill rap. Master what you doing. That's holding you accountable. Plus the effort you gotta put in to do it. But that's daring to be different. Then you don't want to be great. Ronnie chose to be great because he stepped outside of his element. He wasn't afraid to be who he was. And even if I didn't agree with all their messages, even if everything that he said that wasn't clear to me or I didn't understand because of I'm from Dallas, the Fort Worth flow is a little bit different. When I look back on the legacy he lead and then hear the words he rap now, you can paint the picture. It makes it that much more relevant. But that's why you can come to Dallas and we know every song from another city because we intrigued about everything else, but that's right here in our own city. And I'm for one am accountable for that. We want our city to be so renowned, so talked about, so remembered. How much work did we put in? Where's the effort in showing that growth? Nah, it costs too much. It'll do too much for you to tell a brother he cool up. Nah, bro, don't put that in there right there, bro. I don't think that'll be, And he might not listen. But if I got 10 other brothers in the room saying the same thing, he gonna do one or two. He gonna change the words and he gonna leave the room. But the difference about me and my people, the door always there. See, one thing about our city here that they'll take you down quick. One wrong move, you're out of there. What's crazy is that the people stood behind through people that ain't even met them. Ain't even been to a concert. I can't say per se what Young Thug has done for Dallas outside of his ventures or what he might have other investments or charities he might donate to or give backs he might have, family he I heard. But for me, seeing somebody from my city, we should have pushed them a little bit harder. We don't push our people. But sometimes that's what it takes to be great. You got to be pushed. But also you got to be able to to be pushing, understand that sometimes it's coming from a helping hand, a helping way. It's an encouragement of confidence to give you, not always to be meant to belittle somebody, to make them feel dumb. And when I looked at how every picture I saw on Facebook yesterday, everybody that took a picture with him was smiling so hard. Like his name was already in Stones in Hollywood. But just because you ain't never been on Hollywood don't mean you ain't a superstar. And that's why his name was Hood Fame. Because his credibility to his people that he was around, to my understanding, was so great that his following was so high for people to just go watch him shoot dice. That's crazy. That is crazy to me. You ain't finna get no smarter. You ain't finna make no money off this or nothing. You will go to watch and support that. That's why I said I felt like yesterday that us at the city could have put a little bit more effort. Great effort though. Great, great. But if we would have supported him like that while he was here, I would still be here. Accountability. Because clearly it's there. Clearly y'all see it. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's one of them quotes I'm leaving for y'all. Motion Boys presents Dropping Gems. It's easier to talk about my failures than to mention my accomplishments. That's easy. That's easy. And everything that could have been done could have been avoided had that support been there on forehand. But to try to give it to him now, it's too late. He can't even feel it. And that's why for me, myself, like I posted what was close to me, which was his daughter, his child. I could relate with that. I couldn't post him because I feel like I'd be doing like when you meet a rapper after he gone. I don't like doing it. Like I didn't even start posting Young Dolph until I went back and did my research on him because I want to be confident about what I'm gonna do about that person, what I'm gonna speak on about that person. But the way that we support our city is terrible. Terrible. But the first thing you would say, if he make it, he ain't like that. How you know? You repping through Thug, man. You don't even know if they like that. But it's somebody in your city, you can find that if they like that. And you won't even try, but you'll rep for somebody you don't even know. Hell of an effort. Speaking about somewhere you ain't been, thought that was Kyle Fate. We ain't gonna get into that today though. But I think we gotta do better supporting our local rappers, our entrepreneurs, our city in a general, because clearly it's war. And when it's war amongst your own ranks, it's hell to be paid. The casualty rate will be high when you got war in the ranks. That's why you can't do that. Because then who watching who back? We have to stay aware and focus on the message that are being delivered to us. We have to be able to see the greatness in something and understand that when someone is taken away from us, that we didn't even understand what they was trying to do until they was gone. Now you can't even get how good they was really gonna be. So it wastes time for both of us just from a lack of having pride to just like, subscribe, share. It don't take nothing. That's why I want to build this platform. This platform here I want to build it for my city. This ain't for the weird, the ones who got your money, your paperwork all together, all that. We ain't, I need the ones who trying to come up. The ones who hungry. The ones who gonna be able to really help their young brother relate to his message, because a lot of people be rapping about stuff I can't even relate to. I don't even know where to find it at, and I'm being honest. But then somebody might tell me because I don't know where it's at, I'm lame on word. But what do you have going? that make what you doing that much more important. Because you care about looking good, I'm trying to be good. It's a big difference with where I'm trying to go. Because I don't care about what I already did. To me, I was good as I was going to be where I was at in that moment. But in order for me to be great, you got to do something different. You got to take a challenge on. You got to embrace the outside things. You got to go where they won't go and make them remember your name. And that's something that I got from Hood Fame Ronnie. And I really do. I hate that I was not more a part of that era because I was incarcerated at the time, so I didn't get to see it. And I do. I'm one gonna give you a call. You young, you out, you trying to do your thing. I'm always try to give you some game. People tell me all the time, like, I ain't even know that. I can't sit here and watch nobody struggle and I can help them. Because then I'm hindering myself. Because I'm consciously knowingly that I can help them and I'm not doing it. I'm hindering myself from greatness. I'm hindering myself from getting my blessings. But you never know how that table will turn when somebody see you help somebody. People will be right here in your city and you can help them. I promise you can't take this paperwork with you. I promise it can't. Yeah, we all gotta have it to survive. We all gotta make it. It sure feel good when you popping it like a group though. It's cool to do it by yourself, but then you gotta watch everybody else. I start supporting our city, man. Bill Daddy said one time, and I see the movement that the young ones have. I see it and I applaud it. I do. I encourage it. Gonna keep it clean, show them you get you some money, stay out the way, and all you gotta do is talk. You talking every day anyway. You on the internet liking and subscribers that don't pay you nothing anyway. You gonna do something for you. Accountability. That same time you got that phone in your hand, you'll tell me you ain't got no job. All you gotta do is Google it. Man, I know a little young dude to tell me I'm talking about can tell me where to find anything and get. Man, he don't even know where Glendale is. And he from Highland Hills. True enough, he been sheltered, but we talking a few blocks. Imagine how big the world is. He can't even fathom that. He can't fathom the Williams chicken on Ledbetter. He can't fathom going back towards the old to Kennedy Carey right there on Tower. He can't fathom going down Camp Wisdom right. Simpson Stewart, he can't fathom that. That's how he know it's this right there. Anything outside of that, it's over with. So think how enclosed his mind is. But think how the things that he see, he'll never truly understand. That's why it's important the legacy we leave says something. That's why it's important that you say something while you're here. So that your legacy says something about you. That's why I ain't afraid to say nothing. And I'm not the brightest, by far. I'm not the dullest either. And I need those that come with me for sure. We gonna be sharp. We walk in the room, we playing to win, and we ain't going in. We ain't going in there thinking that we listen to anything else. Because one thing I learned about a diamond, you can lose that. I drop these gems, put that knowledge on your brain, that stay forever. That'll continue to pay. When diamonds lose value, gold prices go up and down. This knowledge only grows as long as you take it in. And it's going to start by us not being afraid to pass it on, putting the effort forth to put your brother on. And you ain't always got to give him some money. You ain't got to give him no dope. You ain't got to give him no work. You ain't got to do all that. Sometimes you can just drop a little gem. And even if he don't hear it today, do it again. What else you have to do? Nah, that take too much, right? It's costly. I try my best to encourage at least 10 people every day. I don't care if it's something as small as see you got your new whip and noticed he got a new whip. Hey, fam, you got a new car? Hey, that's what's up, boy. Man, that's how I go, man. Keep elevating. It brings growth. It makes you better. But I feel good about myself to see another black brother coming up. How you feel? Because to me, that's doomed as hating. Or why else you care? And if you can do something about it, do something. If not, shut up. Shut up. You can be putting that energy into something else, but you're not. Because it costs too much to tell somebody else how to do something else. But you can still tell them that effort gotta be there. You know, when that effort ain't there, they gotta be held accountable. That's why they go hand in hand. Because if you put that effort forth, you still can be held accountable. And they can count on the good side. There's too much like right for us to build each other up, for us to want the next person to be better. Because we want to get $1 million and not know what to do with it. We want to get $1 million and we gonna go buy an apartment complex and not do nothing with it because we don't know how to maintain a building. But we got a little homie them over there that's already ready, and that's what he go to school for. He just ain't got the bag when you see him in the club, so you overlook him. Keep overlooking me. Keep overlooking. Everything that I dream about ain't meant for you to see. That's why it's my dream house. I just want y'all to see it. I'ma live in it whether you see it or not, though. And it starts with your thinking process. It starts with the structure that you give yourself every day. It starts with you staying on topic with what you want to accomplish. It builds confidence, effort. It shows strength, dominance. It make the person on the side of you better. I've never seen a football player mad his partner made a tackle. Man, what you tackling for? You scored a touchdown. You dropped a 3. Who does that? But I thought we was all still playing the game, man. Because I ain't won. And if you know how to get it done, then why you ain't spreading the word? See, that was the difference in the olden days, how the game was passed on, man. But that's what makes strength in numbers. How can you be an army and I don't know how to move like you? We ain't no army. We niggas that come together and just do a little bit here and there. That ain't no army. Because the army got a system. It has structure. It has discipline. It has repetition. I uplift my brother and them so much, they get tired of me. Yeah, you ain't gonna feel bad around me, man. We got enough negativity. We got enough problems. Ain't nobody thinking about the solutions. But sure, we're gonna have another problem first before we have our solutions. But this situation here is a problem that there is no solution to. And that's when it done went too far. And that's why us as a city gotta hold ourselves accountable. We gotta protect our people. If our people ain't protected in our own city, like you make people young, like I don't even care to rap, but I'm even scared to do what I be doing now. Because if somebody will kill you for what you say, what's the difference between the words that a rapper spitting? Somebody might take offense to it, but I please hope people leave me alone though. Cause I don't mess with nobody. But we is trying to do something different. We just ask that y'all support. Because this platform is for everybody. This platform is to say that you ain't gonna have that excuse that I ain't get a chance. I'm giving you a chance. It's your choice. You always want to have the choice. The chance is rare. You got a choice every day. How many chances you get? You're gonna overlook it every time though. They're gonna always smile, undermine you. They think light of what you do. But How the hell can you say anything about me when you can't build a house either? Oh, because it's easier to talk about your failures than award your accomplishments. Okay. Dropping gems. Easy. Motion Boys presents Dropping Gems. See, this don't say no. Yeah. Because see, everybody don't have those. And some of them got them and still don't use them. But everybody got guts. How high of a lane of glory do you want? It's just the ambition that we put in. It's about the effort. It's about the effort. But holding ourselves accountable. I haven't even been asleep. And I was finna lay down like, man, I can't get it. I'm gone tap out, man. And then I just thought about the whole situation of today. Like, well, it's about today, but it's always today because I never seen tomorrow. I'll get on that another day. I'll touch on that another time. But I ain't even been asleep because I'm finna sit up here and rest like I done won. And I know that bro reached a farther following than me. How the hell I think I'm gonna be able to do any less work and win? He can't work no more. How the hell I think I can chill now? Because now you ain't gonna have them videos of him showing you how to do it. Because that's where I got the game from with what I'm doing now. Network, keep talking, even when they don't want to hear you. Eventually they're gonna start listening. Especially when you put it in a book. Oh, my fault, they gotta read that. Still gonna miss it. I can give it to you 3 ways. I can put it in your face, put it on the internet, put it in the book, and they still gonna miss it. That mean they don't want to see you win. Tell me I'm gonna stop shooting. Because this game is my game. My stats is my stats. Oh, well, if you think I ain't scored enough, I D'd that nigga up. It's about your accountability and being happy in what you do. But if more so, if what you say is what they remember, please say something so you can be remembered. The quiet storm is always the roughest one. And yesterday, the love that was showed to him was beautiful. It was a great thing. I mean, he reached a lot of people. I saw a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that I hadn't seen in years. And if he was able to reach them, and I mean good people that I feel like are good energy, or feeling people that have a good knack for, personality and what someone's about. But if he was able to reach that mass of a people, imagine what he could have did with 10 more people just like him standing on the side of him. Oh, it's too much to be standing on your side. Everybody want to be in the front. It ain't always, the leader don't always got to lead from the front. Not if everybody know how to lead. Then it's a following. That's why you get on there and follow. That's why you go to those certain pages and like and subscribe to those pages that can't take you nowhere else because your daily essence is gonna consist of drama. You cannot, it's inevitable. You cannot see something every day and it does not become a part of who you are. It's human nature. I believe in Tarzan. I'm not saying that the man was swinging from vines and doing all this, but I believe he was able to adapt to his environment because that's what humans do. That's what we were created to do. Crazy thing about everything God created, it does exactly what it was supposed to do without question. We have a choice. Some things don't have a chance. So hold yourself accountable and be more effort, put more effort in the chances that we do get. Be wise in the decision that we make. Don't be scared, afraid to guide somebody when you see them moving around. And young ones, old ones, hey, we don't know it all. Can we please pass this on? Sometimes being passive teaches the one next to you. Because somebody watching. And sometimes you can deliver a message without saying nothing. So sometimes that make things easier. Sometimes people just might want to, it might be on their heart to tell you something good, even if you don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that right now. That negative energy is going to carry you over to the next moment. You know how many countless mistakes I have seen from that negative energy being passed? You pass it on. It's, I've lost family members on countless terms due to negative energy being passed on. And so seeing the love that he got yesterday, it was great. Good. We gotta keep it up. Cause they ain't finna stop hurting. They ain't finna stop hurting. And if you love your city like I do, and that's why I say I gotta hold myself accountable. I say that I love my city. I love my city. Cause I'm been down there. I'm a rep to D. It is what it is. I'm from 6'5". It's where I just how I go. Because that's all I thought I knew. But then I get down there and the people I'm close with ain't even from the city, don't know nothing about 6'5", the Grove, Oak Cliff. They don't know nothing about none of that. And we bond just fine. I got brothers from other walks, other skin tones, and still my blood and they other skin tones. And I got other brothers that's still not my blood and they other skin tones. And we bond fine. You can't tell them they not my brother. Nah, you can't tell them that because they ain't gonna try to hear you no way. You can't tell some people they not my brother because of the bond I share with them, the way I am about them. And it's not always reciprocated. I'm gonna start there. I can start anywhere, but where it begins is the most important part. Nobody picks up a book to read it at the end. You gotta go through it. That's the only way you understand it. So I always was the motivator, the one who was gonna do what nobody else do. It's no secret that I'm starting a podcast out of being a motivational free speaker. I've been a coach, train kids. And I constantly stay on top of wanting to help, regardless of whoever it is. But when I look at the effect that some people have, and I mean, and we could really turn our city up. What make the next rapper in the next city bigger than the one that's here? And this is no discredit to Kendrick Lamar. This is no discredit at all. I don't know a song. Not one. Kill My Vibe. That's it. He's the number one trending artist. Don't even be on my search line. But I show him his respect when he on that TV because I know what he about. I understand what he says, and if his legacy is preceding that, sometime I ain't even gotta see it. Why is everybody else listening? They got the whole world to stop, and he chose that, and that's why I say I'm asleep. I gotta go back and read up on him because I'm missing something. Cause he did what every other artist has had a chance to do that stepped on that stage the year before. To change the game. To deliver a message in a way that nobody else has. And I promise you, I've said this before he's even done that show. And it's the psychology to how I envision things, and I hate that it took me this long to start to have that epiphany mode. But it took for me to almost lose my life to actually start to take things seriously. And life is hard. So why not try to make it easy? That's a choice. So with that being said, I again want to send my condolences out to Ronnie and his family, sisters and brothers. I hope everybody is okay. And I know you're not okay. It's not going to get any easier. The pictures will stop. The the shares will quit. The calls will fade. The nights will get longer. The mornings will come sooner. But if nothing else, you still have to continue on. And it's going to be us as a city to do something different. Y'all ain't tired of losing people. We losing good ones. Man, we losing good ones, man. We losing good ones. Somebody got to change the game, huh? It's cool. I accept the challenge. Motion Boy CJ dropping gems, man. Y'all know what it is. Meet me there. We posting our next promotion to be coming up this week. But again, if we want to stay tapped in, and if I can, to the best of my ability, I'll try to hold myself accountable to the same thing, to make sure that he will be remembered. And I want to do something different. I want to do something different. Watch this. Watch this. I don't know too many people think fast as me because I genuinely want to help. Yeah, I ain't. This don't take long. This don't take long. Not when you want to do it. Not when you want to do it. But to build something great for your family, sometimes you have to sacrifice. But you know who was always, they was happy to see that boy that returned back from battle, that sergeant, that lieutenant, that colonel, that vet, we at war too. It's not battle in our own city, definitely amongst ourselves. If we can and we want to appreciate, motivate, that's the goals that we provide here at Dropping Gems. That's something I want to do daily. And that is my goal when I'm saying dropping gems. The gem that's to be dropped is the knowledge. Yeah, the knowledge ain't always money. It can turn into it. But I always tell you, I give you something to go with you for a lifetime. Something that you can pass on. Something that you can say so that they remember what you said. You know what it is, man. Motion Boy signing out.